one right here. Yep, bad cops, great police in America. Yep, that's right here. Arizona officer used slur before tasering and arresting man with special needs. That's right. And this man with special needs is suing the police. Check this out.
As an Arizona man with developmental disabilities arrested in his family's apartment is tasered again and again by police.
We've been following up for months on his complaints of excessive force. Now the ABC 15 investigators have obtained a copy of the man's civil rights lawsuit and police video of that arrest. Now this case raises a major issue in law enforcement agencies across the country. How do police people with special needs?
It was just the other day that we here exclusively in the KCM studios, we reported that 2 Seattle police officers were beating a man with batons at a bus stop. Oh, yeah. Boy, how many of these stories have we done? Endless.
Lake Havasu City Police.
But the losers like the dojo dealing freaks and the puppy mill always said these stories are fake or made up or hyped up for ratings.
Would not go on camera.
No, these stories are real.
This case, but they do say they have regular training in reference to high liability issues, including taser, firearms, driving, case law, and interacting with subjects that have special needs. But the family of 25-year-old David Adams says that officers failed the night he was arrested. And a warning here, this video may be hard to watch.
Your discretion advised.
David, come on out with your hands up.
It's 4 a.m. on June 7th, 2023. Several officers just entered the Lake Havasu City apartment where David Adams was living with his family.
Leave the house. What's going on tonight?
David's mom was out of town. One of his brothers called 911 asking for police to evict David after a tug of war over a blanket.
He hit me in my face. I got the one on. After you started it. No, I didn't.
Police try to arrest David for misdemeanor disorderly conduct.
Somebody got a taser. Drive stunning. I'm going to grab the taser, Sarge.
You can hear the taser activates as it's pressed against David's skin. The taser goes off at least 7 times over 4 minutes. The police report says at least one officer also punched David, and this video angle shows multiple officers on top of him.
As a mom, when you finally got a chance to watch this video, it must have been really hard for you.
I'm trying not to tear up right now as I'm talking to you about it. It was devastating. It was just devastating, for it to be a member of your family, let alone your child.
The Adams family and their lawyer have filed a federal civil rights lawsuit alleging negligence and excessive force.
This is a situation where you have someone sitting on the ground and multiple officers on top of that person. No tasing was necessary at all.
Lake Havasu City Police conducted their own internal investigation, concluding this was not excessive force. An AZ post, the state board that disciplines officers, took no action. But the family's lawyer, Sean Woods, says officials should have taken a much different approach.
In standards across the nation, the officers probably should have just said, you know what, we're going to take a report and maybe come back the next day to talk to the different people.
Especially since the police knew David had some sort of developmental disability. Listen to this, recorded on the officers' own body cams when they first arrived 30 minutes before the arrest.
These are those 3 that me and Danielle dealt with. Mom's out of town, that's why they're acting up, because Mom usually keeps them under control. They're all, special needs, yes.
When a police supervisor pulls up, one officer's description of the young man becomes more vulgar and demeaning, using a slur, the R word, to describe their condition.
What's up, boss? Waiting on you?
Yeah, the re word. Yep, see right there. The re word. We don't like it. Yeah.
A Lake Havasu City police investigation did find the officers' language violated their standards and gave them a letter of counseling. But the lawyer for David and his family says what the officers said and what they did seemed connected.
Listening to that language, it's hard to believe that they weren't amped up and that they didn't want to do something to Mr. Adams. When you watch this, just as an outside observer, it appears punitive.
I don't have any
issues, right?
David was taken to jail and later convicted of 2 misdemeanors for the blanket fight, but he was acquitted on the charge of resisting arrest.
Yeah, put your hands to the strap.
After his release from jail, David went to the hospital and he had these photos taken of his wounds. He's been diagnosed with rhabdomyolysis. Some medical studies say it's a rare but serious complication that people can experience after being tasered, which can lead to permanent damage of the heart and kidneys.
How is your son doing now?
He is dealing with issues still every day because of his physical maladies from the attack. He has, emotional things from the attack.
Which is why Mom Cassandra Adams is advocating for better training and more accountability.
Go up the chain of command and let people know, because if they don't hear about it and if it doesn't essentially pile up, nothing will ever change.
Again, the officers faced no formal discipline beyond the letter of counseling, although one officer involved, Josh Condra, did quit before the investigation was over, and he now works for another law enforcement agency. I'm senior investigator Melissa Blasius, ABC 15.